What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to start making videos again, but on a part-time schedule. So like today I'll do a video, but I won't be making a video next week, for example, like I used to. I won't be doing Celtic content like I used to. I just think that I get too overzealous with when I'm talking, and I just think I end up in silly arguments and stuff. I don't really want to be that person. I've learned that a lot of what happened last time was my own fault, and I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to talk about football in general, like big topics, like the one I'm going to talk about today. I've changed the name of the channel as well, so it won't be a Celtic channel anymore. It'll be a generalised channel. I am a Celtic fan still. I'm not turning my back on Celtic or anything like that. You know, I'm still a Celtic fan, but I won't talk about Celtic in terms of, you know, like match previews, reactions, things like that. I won't be doing that anymore. I really won't. But anyway, moving on to today's topic. I'm going to talk about the proposed European Super League, and also I might mention the Champions League proposals for 2024 as well in this. So yeah, so let's get on with it. So on Sunday evening, the European Super League released a statement that they want to break away and form their own league in the week. So in midweek, they don't want to be in the UEFA Champions League anymore. They want to go away and they want to form their own league, which would be a closed shop league. So you have to be, a top team to get into it. So you have to be like a Barcelona, a Man United, a Man City, a Juventus, teams like that. All the big six teams from England are in it. So Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, and Arsenal. The La Liga clubs, Atletico, Barca, and Real Madrid, and the three teams from Italy. So Juventus, International, and AC Milan. There'd be another 3 places, I think they said, 3 or 5 places for teams. You know, they did ask Dortmund and they did ask Bayern and PSG if they wanted to join. All 3 of them have turned it down, which is a good show of solidarity from them teams. I'm really surprised PSG turned it down. I thought they would take the offer to make more money, but they haven't. Bayern and Dortmund, the fans own a percentage of the clubs, so they thought of the fans in it, unlike the rest of these teams. Into consideration in Germany, fans have to have a percentage of the club ownership, which is really good. That's what we need to do over here in the British Isles. But yeah, I just don't think this is a good idea. I think this is just appalling. It really is. It's all these teams thinking they're so much better than everybody else. They are in terms of quality. They've got all the best players. They've got all the money. But at the same time, where's the sporting integrity? You know, it's just shocking. It really is. It's as if they're just bored of their domestic leagues. But I have a reality check for them. That's just tough. They're in these leagues for a reason. You know, like Barcelona are moaning about being in La Liga and they're winning it every year along with Real Madrid. But at the same time, they're a Spanish team. That is the way it is. They've got to stop moaning about it and just get on with it. It's just shocking. It really is that these teams just think they can just waltz over the rest of English football, Spanish football, even Scottish football as well. You know, Scottish football, Norwegian football, Swedish football will be affected because there won't be a Champions League anymore, potentially. So that means that they'll lose out on revenue, which is just not right at all. It's as if these clubs don't want the underdogs to succeed. So like Leicester and West Ham have both had great seasons this year in the English Premier League. It's as if Manchester City don't like that. It's as if Arsenal are jealous because they've not had a good season. They don't want to see Leicester and West Ham in the Champions League because they've had a miserable season. They can't handle the fact they haven't been good enough. And it's just shocking. It really is. Nobody likes this idea. I've not seen one person say anything positive about it. And all these guys who own these clubs, most of them are American businessmen. So like Stan Kroenke at Arsenal, John Henry from Liverpool, Tottenham are owned by American people who help out Daniel Levy. You know, Liverpool have owners as well. I think that is John Henry, actually. You know, Abramovich from Chelsea as well. And it's just absolutely stupid. You know, this idea to have a Super League during the week to replace a Champions League. Then they're still expected to play in their domestic leagues. It's just not right. It's not fair on the rest of the teams. You know, West Ham and Leicester have owned their right to be in the Champions League next season. It's not their fault that Arsenal have had a poor season. They can't handle the fact they haven't been good enough. You know, Arsenal should just get on with it, show a bit of sporting integrity and respect to these teams. They've just been better than them. not just over this season, over the last few seasons. Leicester have outperformed Arsenal. Arsenal have been in the Champions League for the last number of seasons. The teams that are in this so-called tournament as well, look, Arsenal and Spurs seem to think they're elite clubs. None of them have won the league. Like, Spurs haven't won the league since the 1960s. Arsenal haven't won the league since 2005. So, Spurs haven't even won a trophy in the last 15 years. They've had an awful season. They just sacked Jose Mourinho recently, yesterday actually. And they're considered an elite club. Doesn't make any logical sense. There's so many other clubs that are bigger clubs than Tottenham, in my opinion, who have won the Champions League. Spurs have not even won the Champions League, same as Arsenal. They've not won the Champions League either. Now, all the other teams have a fair enough. Like Chelsea have won the Champions League, Manchester City as well. Could you really say they're an elite club? I know they've won the Premier League recently, but yeah, they've never won the Champions League. They might win it this year, but at the same time, they've never won the Champions League. So you've got 3 teams in there who have never won the Champions League, and they're considered elite clubs. Doesn't make any logical sense. People on teams like Nottingham Forest who won the Champions League, Manchester City haven't. So, it begs to differ what classes you as an elite club. The Premier League have come out and said they won't have this. They'll throw Manchester City and all the rest of them out of their leagues. They'll throw them out, expel them from the English Premier League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup, which is the right thing to do. Throw them down to the bottom if they to be taught a lesson. If they start moaning about it, take all their trophies off them. Manchester City have only won the Premier League because they got the money from Mansour. He came in and bought the money. Chelsea were irrelevant before 2003 when Roman came in with all the money. Take all the titles off them, teach them a lesson. Say to them, we're not having this. What about the rest of us? Like the Leicesters, the West Hams, the Celtics, the Rosenbergs, the Granadas of the football world. We still need to have a place in football. The introduction of the Super League as well would just be boring. It really would. Like, what fan is going to want to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, pay 15 quid to watch Man United versus Barcelona in Kuala Lumpur? Nobody's going to want to do it. It benefits the tourist fan. I've got nothing against tourist fans at all. They're supporters. I know it's hard for them to go to the games and whatever, but they're not thinking about the fans who are always there every single home game. Kroenke and all these guys not realising that. Not caring as well. They don't care about football, these guys. They're only interested in making money. Football is a business. It is a business, but it's more than that. The fans don't go for the business side of it. They go to support their clubs. It's just completely and utterly disrespectful as well to the other teams. You can't just leave Leicester, West Ham, West Brom behind because you think you're superior to them in every way of football. That just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. UEFA and FIFA have released statements. The English Premier League as well is not happy with this proposal. Gary Neville, all the pundits have come out and had their say. It's just absolutely disgusting that this is being considered. They want to start in August 2021 as well. So pretty soon. Just shocking. It really is. And they still expect to play in their domestic leagues, which is just outrageous. They basically want more money. They've earned enough money as it is. They're moaning about the pandemic, that they've lost no money. Look, what about the teams in the lower leagues who've gone out of business, close to financial collapse, like the Forest Greens, the Dorchesters, teams like that who won't be here in a few weeks, potentially. It doesn't make any sense. They've got enough money to survive. Their argument is, well, we can go and run our own leagues. We've got so much money that we can go and form our own league. We don't need a government body to sort it out. I know UEFA's corrupt and so is FIFA. They've got their own problems. That's probably got something to do with it. These clubs just don't want any part with UEFA anymore. But this isn't the way to do it. It really isn't. It's going to ruin the whole entire football game as we know it. And it's incredibly awful. It really is. I just can't believe that these guys just think this is a good idea. It only benefits them group of people. It really does. And the international fan who can't get to the games all the time, or barely at all. And it's just shocking. It really is. I don't agree with it. I think it's terrible. I think that we need to take a stand against it. Do I think it will happen? I don't think it will happen. If it does happen, I'll be absolutely astonished. I really would be. It's just a way to make money. It really is. More money. These clubs have got more money than everybody else. I don't need any more. It's just greediness. It really is. These clubs are so disrespectful to everybody else. It's absolutely shocking. So the fans of these clubs as well, all of them don't want this to happen. You know, these guys should realise that they're only in this position to own these clubs. They should be privileged to own a football club, not use it as a business tool to get more money out of the fans and out of broadcasting just for themselves. It's absolutely shocking. It really is. You know, what will happen to the Champions League? You know, Champions League won't take place. That means that teams like Rosenborg won't be able to make a profit. In Europe, you know, it's absolutely shocking. You know, the Conference League as well, I don't like. You know, the UEFA Conference League, I think it's a stupid idea. I think that the Champions League expansion in 2024 from 32 teams to 36 again, and whether we're going to have like a league, basically, like, format where we have like 10 teams in each league and the top 8 go through. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I think it's stupid. I like the Champions League the way it is at the moment, 32 teams, same in the Europa League as well. You know, I like the way that it's done. You have a group from like A to H and wherever it is, A to J in the Europa League, and the top 2 go through. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good concept. I don't know why they're thinking about changing that as well. That doesn't make any logical sense. But yeah, I don't think this will take off, thankfully. I just don't think that it's going to get the support that it needs. The government, if the government get involved as well, that makes it more serious, because Boris Johnson, I know he's made a lot of mistakes, but he has come out and said that he don't want this to happen. And the guy who works for the government, the sports guy, the sports and culture guy, he says that he'll do everything he can to stop this from happening. You know, throw them all down to the Conference South. You know, if they're moaning about it, you know, they're taking liberties on the rest of us, the rest of the teams. They got no respect for us, so why should we respect them? Even if it doesn't go through, they still wanted to do it. So we should throw them out, you know, get them expelled, throw them down to the Conference South, take all their trophies off them, take all the money off them from all the leagues that they've won in cups and everything, give it to like the Wolves and the West Broms and the Leicesters, West Hams, you know, teams like that. Give it all the money to them, because they deserve it, because they're not greedy like these sods are, like the Manchester United and teams like that, owned by guys who would rather sit on their backside in Atlanta City and eat strawberries and cream and not give a monkeys about the supporters who are always there every week. Like, when was the last time Glazer was at a game, Man United game? He hasn't been for years. Kroenke never turns up for an Arsenal game. Unless it's an FA Cup final. Just absolutely appalling, it really is. But yeah, I don't agree with it. It needs to be abolished before it gets off the ground. I think it won't happen. I think that we'll still have the same format with the leagues and everything. But yeah, that's my opinion on the Super League. Just absolutely disgraceful that this is being considered. Absolutely shocking, it really is. But that's my opinion on it. Give me your thoughts and opinions down below. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll speak to you guys next time with another topic video. Take care, peace.